You might very well have traces of Karin's artistry and design in your home without even realizing it. Karin and her husband largely shaped what we now think of as Swedish style and way of life. For example, IKEA has drawn significant inspiration from her use of textiles, bold colours, and practical designs. In this video, we'll explore a few examples of how Karin has had a tremendous influence on IKEA, and I'll also show you how her colour palette has inspired my home, and perhaps yours as well. I've known about Karin's husband, Carl Larsson, for most of my life, but it's only in the last few years that I've discovered Karin's impact. Without realising it, she has had a great influence on me. It's time Karin had the spotlight, don't you think? And why did she stop painting, even though she was such an accomplished artist? This is the Swedish dream: children playing, happy parents, simplicity, and a close connection to nature. Simple, joyful, and peaceful. These paintings were created by Karin's husband, who has received nearly all the credit for capturing the essence of Swedish life and values. Back in the late 1800s, a typical home was dark and muted, but the couple introduced an explosion of bright colours, creating a home filled with movement and joy. You could certainly say that Karin and Carl were a power couple, but Karin has always been overshadowed by Carl. A little-known fact is that it was actually Karin who was the creator and art director of what you see in these paintings. She built the scenes. Karin created tapestries, weavings, clothes, and embroideries that were modern and vibrant, often incorporating stylized plant motifs and abstract designs, as well as beautiful furniture. It is Karin's artistic vision and craftsmanship that you see. I think it's fair to say that her husband in many ways replicated Karin's vision and artistry in his paintings. Did I mention at the beginning that Karin stopped painting? Let me share how that happened. It might also shed light on why Carl received all the recognition for their success. Even as a young girl, Karin was a bit of a free spirit, encouraged by her parents. She was able to attend art and craft school in Stockholm and travel around Europe, even without a guardian. She eventually ventured off to France and an art school there. Here are some of Karin's paintings from the time she painted. She was certainly respected as an aspiring artist as a very young woman. When Karin was 22 years old, she was invited to join a Scandinavian artist colony in a small village in France. And that's where Carl comes in. They meet and they fall absolutely madly in love. A match made in heaven. They did everything together. Carl was so proud of Karin and encouraged her to develop her artistry and to paint. They were artists on equal terms. Then it seems that Karin had some success in France. Carl changed his tune. We know from correspondence from that time that he believed Karin was a better artist than he was, but he also told her to stop making art. He felt growing competition with her, and Karin agreed. Quite willingly, it seems. Surprising, but not uncommon for that time. So, at around 25 years old, she just stopped. Instead, their home became Karin's creative outlet. It was the place where they could be artists on equal terms again, without Karin competing with Carl on the art scene. Together, they created a lively, bright home where art was integrated into daily life. As you can see, Karin wasn't afraid to try new techniques. She embroidered, wove, knitted, crocheted, made lace, sewed clothes, wove tapestries, and designed furniture. She was definitely ahead of her time in her style and expression. With creativity and a spirit of experimentation, Karin took on the creation of the home. She was an artist, designer, dressmaker, and style icon who went her own way. She used what was available to her, reading, studying, and drawing inspiration from other cultures around the world, and made it her own. Her designs feel modern, interesting, and beautiful. This curtain is called The Rose of Love and is dedicated to her love for Carl. Isn't it beautiful? And this is Karin's flower shelf that she built herself. So simple, yet stunning and functional. I want one, by the way. Now let's step into the world of IKEA and see how Karin's design influenced them. The founder of IKEA was very drawn to the Carlssons' couple's emphasis on functionality, simplicity, and the use of natural material. Still is. A concrete example is Karin's rocking chair, which she designed. This design was so progressive at the time that the carpenter supposedly wanted to deliver it at night. And here's IKEA's replica of it. This picture is from present-day IKEA. Can you see the traces from Karin? So next time you're in an IKEA shop, keep your eyes open. Karin's influence is evident everywhere you look. Here's my interpretation of Karin's colour palette. I painted the tray table and the chair using Karin and Carl's colours. The chair is actually from IKEA, which I repainted. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in how to get hold of the colour palette. Another pioneering Swedish female artist and mystic who lived at the same time as Karin was Hilma Klint. Check her out in the video linked at the end of the video and in the description box. Carl and Karin's home was so revolutionary that people flocked to it at the beginning of the 20th century. It was Carl's paintings of their family life that became famous, but Karin was highly involved in Carl's work. Not only did she influence what Carl painted, but she was also the one who had the final say on whether Carl's painting was good enough to sign. Even today, people continue to visit their home as it's now a living museum. The estate is called Carl Larsson's house, which I think is unfair to Karin, who played such a significant role in creating their home, the art, and the design. A few years ago, there was an exhibition about Karin Larsson in Sweden. It was called Karin Larsson, Let the Hand Be Seen. I think that's so beautifully put. Yes, let Karin's hands be seen and known. Her creativity, artistry, and craftsmanship deserve to be celebrated and acknowledged. Let us know in the comments if you have anything in your home that shows features of Karin's design and patterns. We hope that this video will make you learn more about Karin and inspire your creativity. We also want to welcome you to join our mission to make mikonoart an educational platform for girls, women, and anyone interested in women in the arts, so that we can all confidently answer the simple question, can you name 5 women artists? You're supporting our mission by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing our channel and videos. Or just give us an emoji in the comments. It'll help us a lot and encourage us to create more videos. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the artistic world.